I've always thought that modern man has a way, way, way better of living compared to our ancestors. And also I was told that our life expectancy is getting longer and longer thanks to modern science. Here in this video, I will take you to the journey towards the truth. Is this really true? And you will know why I put a skull with perfect teeth in the middle if you watch towards the end. Hi, Jonah of Primal Thinker here, and I want to have a little disclaimer here that I'm not a doctor of any sorts. I'm just a girl in the internet trying to connect the dots, sharing my own experiences with you. And if you're okay with that, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so I can share my eureka moments with you. Okay, so that's the assumption. Again, we're using Elon Musk's thinking method towards discovering the truth. And now we are going to break down the problem into its fundamental principles. Well, number one, the assumption is that humans are living longer. We are getting healthier and healthier. But the question is, what does the data say? Well, it is true that deaths that are caused by infectious diseases are getting lower and lower. Again, thank you to modern science. But did you know that we have more and more degenerative diseases? These are what we call the incurable ones, like cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and other degenerative diseases. And this is an indication that our bodies, our cells, our tissues, we are getting weaker and weaker. And I'm sure you have experienced this yourself. Majority of the days you feel weak, and it seems like it's become the normal, and becoming healthy is the out of norm, which is ridiculous, right? So this is what the data says. Infectious diseases, we don't have to worry about that, but degenerative diseases, we are slowly dying literally. And one of the great indicators of the signs that we are dying is, this is a quote from the book Nutrition and Physical Degeneration by Weston. We'll dig deeper on that later. It's this: dental caries or tooth decay is recognized as affecting more individuals throughout the so-called civilized world today than any other affection. So that the problem with teeth, this is a great indicator of how well we are doing, how healthy we are as a human being. And if you look around, it's obvious everyone has tooth decay or has crooked teeth, crowded teeth. It's like, again, the normal. And another quote from the book, Dreyer, in discussing the dental caries in the prehistoric South Africans, makes this comment: in not one of a very large collection of teeth from skulls obtained in the Matjes River shelter was there the slightest sign of dental caries. So now you're telling me that our ancestors who didn't have the concept of toothbrushes, mouthwash, dental floss, they didn't have tooth decay? And that is really amusing. And so the question now is, what is the secret of our ancestors? This is what Weston Price, a dentist, was trying to figure out as he traveled the world for 50 years, looking at each culture on what are they doing differently. Why are their teeth so good, more than ours? The question again is, what are they doing differently? Tell me the secret, right? Everyone wants good teeth. So what he discovered, I will deliver it to you here, is that the primitives and the modernized groups of people, indigenous people, they all boil down to the nutrition that they are getting. Surprise, it's their diet. Primitives, or the isolated groups, the untouched indigenous people, they have whole foods like cattle, which are grass-fed and raised in their natural conditions. Then those who are near the coast, they eat seafood. Then we have chicken, cheese, and seafood. So that is what's the common denominator for these different cultures. They have whole foods, whole and unprocessed foods. Well, compared to now, what do we have? What do we eat today? Refined carbohydrates, white flour, white bread, chocolates, sugar, canned goods. Everything comes in boxes today. And what do we focus on? It's not the source of the food that we are eating, but the calories, which again, our indigenous people had no idea what the hell is calories. So that's the main difference. And to show you some pictures of the isolated groups from the modernized ones, let's start with Switzerland. So these two girls are from the isolated valleys of Switzerland. And in those parts that were touched by modern food, their teeth became like this, right? Right. Okay, and then next one, we'll just run through this. Alaska. Here are the Eskimos on the left that were isolated and stuck to their natural and local diet. The right-hand side is those that adapted to the modern food. And again, this is for Canada. These are the North American Indians in Canada. And then we have those in Fiji. These are specifically Melanesians. Look at that smile. That smile is up for a commercial for toothpaste, right? Compared to this modern, what do we call this? To these girls who have adopted the modern lifestyle. And to go on and on, we have Kenya. Look at those perfect teeth. And if you can pay attention on the jawline, they have perfect jaws. They have broad dental arch. Again, this is from the Wakamba tribe in Kenya. And this one is from Australia, what we call the aborigines of Australia. Look at those perfect dental arches. That today it's very rare to see someone with that arch without having braces. But in their group, this is what the normal dental arch is. And now the modern ones have tooth decay, right? And another one is from New Zealand. Look at those perfect teeth. Again, this is from the Maori tribe. And again, on the right side, we can see their teeth are dying. Okay, you might have a question in your mind. Maybe it's just genetics, right? Well, for the longest time, this was what science was pointing out as the cause of narrow dental arches and crowded teeth and tooth decay. And also the mixing of races. Like, I don't know what's the basis of that, but that's what they are pointing to for the past years. Or maybe you know this. Have a guess. Thumb sucking. Yes. There was a point in time that thumb sucking was pointed out as the cause of having crowded teeth. Right? Okay, so to debunk all these assumptions before, Weston Price have addressed this issue. Well, first, these are brothers from the Isle of Harris, and the younger at the left uses modern food and has a rampant tooth decay, as we can see. And the brother at the right uses native food and has excellent health. And you can see his jawline is perfect compared to his brother on the left. And another example would be this one. The father on the left is the primitive coastal Indian of Peru with perfect teeth, has normal facial and dental arch development. However, His son at the right presents the distortions of both facial and dental arch form. So as we can see, when the father had adopted the modern diet, it was manifested immediately to the next generation, which is his son. And another example of disturbed heredity is here on the left is the father of a primitive Andean Indian with excellent facial and dental arch form. And this is his son again at the right. His son has not reproduced the racial pattern that they have in the Andean Indian culture, and these sons are, by the way, full blood. Okay? So you can see that genetics is not at play here, but the nutrition. And another example is the father in primitive Wakamba of Central Africa. You can see his perfect jawline. But his son at the right didn't have that jawline. Instead, he had a protruding lower jaw. And again, this is what Weston Price called disturbed heredity. And last but not the least, this is a father in the Fijian primitive tribe. And you can see the perfect, again, the so good facial and dental arch form. However, his son has a narrowed arch and change in facial form. And again, all of these sons are of full blood. So there's no question about the genetics. They have the same genes. But once the fathers had adopted the modern food, their offspring has suffered from narrow dental arches and tooth decay in general. So those are what Weston Price discovered through his 50 years of traveling the world, figuring this out. Now we move on to step 3, creating new solutions from scratch. Actually, it's easy. Since our ancestors are nailing it when it comes to nutrition and having beautiful bodies and teeth in general, we just have to model what they are doing, right? So model what's already working. Let's not start reinventing the wheel, and learn from our ancestors. And if we drill down on each principle here, that is simple. We just lower down our processed foods. Then, this is important, we have to increase our intake of animal products. Well, in Weston Price's journey, he tried hard to find a tribe or group that was solely vegetarian or just ate plants, but he found no tribe that solely depended on plants. And this explains why animal products is essential, because if we scrutinize the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we get from animal products, it's far, far away superior compared to what we get in plants. And also, for example, vitamin D, for instance, which is essential for growth of healthy teeth and bones, they cannot be synthesized by plants, but it is greatly available in animal products like milk and meat. And another point I want to talk about is that you might think about synthetic capsules containing vitamins. They do not provide all the nutrients as opposed to eating animal products. So in general, vegetables are healthy for you, but the animal products offer much, much more. And of course, the last one is this is in line with the processed food, let us increase our intake of whole foods. You know, if you go to the grocery store now and look at the ingredients, you can see at least 10 ingredients, and it's full of jargons and unknown names. And I don't like that personally. So when we talk about whole products, this is one ingredient. Foods like, for example, spinach doesn't contain anything, just spinach. Or chicken, as opposed to canned chicken, if there is a canned chicken, there are so much additives in there to increase shelf life. And that we have to be aware of what we are putting into our body. So be aware of that. And I want to end with this quote from Weston book. If primitive races have been more efficient than modernized groups in the matter of preventing degenerative processes, physical, mental, and moral, it is only because they have been more efficient in complying with nature's laws. And that, I completely agree with this. I believe that the universe, the nature, didn't make things complicated for us. It's us humans who are making it complicated to live this life. So if you got anything interesting from this video, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. I have just one request from you. Please do hit the like button and subscribe if you are enjoying my videos, because that is the only way that I know that you are enjoying my videos. So that gives me inspired to create new videos for you. So see you in the next video.